All right, everybody, we're back. Let's hit them with one singular clap. I'll do it.
Yeah, okay. All
there
right.
We go. Now we're synced, and we are back in business. All right, so where were we? We were talking about the chupacabra.
I think we covered. I was going to tell a story about the chupacabra, just a little factoid for you.
Go for it.
If you're familiar with the Blade series of films starring Wesley Snipes, and then there's also a TV show, big fan. But in Blade 2, one of the bad guys' names is Chupa. And it's a little reference for guys who are familiar with Spanish, because in Spanish, chupa means sucker, and he's a vampire. Do you see what I'm...
Goat sucker, right?
It is so loud in my headphones when you do that. Crank it up. Yeah, so that's a little factoid for you. Just a little neat, interesting fact. I don't know if you want to put that in or not, but...
Sorry, I'm just trying to manage my levels again. This is being weird.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just regale the audience with some more factoids. What else? What else?
Closer.
What else can I talk about? Is cryptozoology. Okay, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
This is not a factoid, but just like an interesting, what if, one of those hypotheticals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you live in Brandon, but your family lives in
D-Town.
Okay, Dauphin, yeah. So you drive back and forth. Do you ever pass? Never eat shredded. Which highway do you take to get there? This is
the north. I don't know what the highway's called.
Okay, I was gonna say I drive.
Go through Riding Mountain.
But do you drive through bushy tree areas or anything like that?
Yes, that's the Riding Mountain National Park. The whole thing is trees.
Okay, so here's my fun, interesting question for you. Okay, let's say you're driving home. It's Friday night. It's a little late. It's dusk.
Oh, that camera's moved a bit.
Should we fix it?
Yeah, go up and fix it.
Oh my God.
Dan's my little lackey. Let's get back into the news.
Okay, I want to finish this thought.
Finish your story.
Escapes my head. Okay, let's say you're driving from Brandon through whatever national park. There's a lot of trees everywhere. Mm-hmm. You're listening to Rush or whatever you listen to.
Of course. You
turn your head at about a 90-degree angle to look out the window, and in the woods you see a cloaked figure. It's moving through the trees. And,
a cloaked figure.
Yeah, you start to slow down a little, and you think nothing of it, and then 5 minutes pass. 6 minutes pass, and then you turn your head again at that 90-degree angle to your left this time, and you see in the woods, and it's Sasquatch himself, and he waves right at you.
He's just waving?
Yeah, he just waves. He goes, "No one will ever believe you." And you know he's right, because no one would ever believe you. You don't have enough time to get out of the car and take a picture.
That's awesome.
And run in the woods. What would you even do? How would you even cope with that?
I would probably just pull over and, check back again.
And he's still waving.
If he's still there, I would try to get a picture of him. But then if he ran away, I'd be like, well, shoot, no one would ever believe me.
I think what's interesting about cryptoids, totally off the
But if I did, if I said I saw Sasquatch there, they might, never know.
Yeah, it could be
But since it's me, no one would ever actually believe me.
No, it's true. I wouldn't. Even if you had a photo evidence of you two, how can I go oh, you faked it? You darn liar, you cheater.
I wouldn't get close to that guy. If that was a real thing, you saw Suburban Sasquatch. If you've seen that movie, you know you don't want to get in close proximity.
Yeah, guys, shout out to Suburban Sasquatch. We'll have a link to YouTube.
We're gonna for our next stream, we're gonna live stream Suburban Sasquatch. We'll do a watch along video, so we'll start at the same time, and then we'll comment on it. All right, that's the next stream.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't think we'll have another one after this, but
you know what? Don't crush my dreams, Dan.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Let's go on to New Jersey Devils, not the hockey team. The actual weird devil thing.
New Jersey, called the Pine.
Let's talk about this guy. Have you heard about this guy before, Dan?
Okay. Yes, I have. I was going to say something, but then I realized I've been doing that a lot.
All right. Well, let me just do a little introduction here. The myth of the Jersey Devil comes from authentic folk legend, like a lot of these do. It claims to, the crypto scientists claim that it lives in a forest near New Jersey called the Pine Barrens. That sounds exactly like from the It novel. So,
is that a place in It?
Yeah, the Barrens is where it's like the sewers and stuff where.
Oh yeah. Well, Barrens is like a term,
yeah.
right? Pine Barrens probably means Baron of Pine.
Yeah, well, a lot of force.
Jesus out of me.
Scare your Pepsi bottle.
Yeah, it popped.
Shout out to
Spooked.
We are not sponsored, but I wish we were. We got some comments. I'll read those later.
It's also known as the Leeds Devil.
Yeah, the Leeds Devil,
it leads you into
it leads you into the forest.
Or whatever. Most descriptions depict a tall horse with bat-like wings.
So let me go back to the start there.
That's
guess which one it is. Yeah, it's that guy. Yeah. So that's a little cute guy, but
that doesn't look like a horse. It looks like a goat.
Well, it's a goat, a horse.
Oh, I got
we're gonna get
the next
we're
one.
gonna get
I like
to that.
him.
But I'm gonna see if I can find a picture on this.
What does he do? Does he suck the blood from his victims?
Well, this guy's a little.
Does he sodomize cows? That reminded me of. Have you ever seen the show entitled Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No.
Okay, they have one episode very similar. This is very similar, so I'm not just you know what I'm trying to say? Oh, that looks dude. It's good.
That's him flying away.
He's got the horns, the little wings.
Yeah.
Why don't they say he looks like a goat? That looks more like a goat to me.
I guess so. Well, this is like the familiar.
Oh,
He's got wings. He's like
Yeah.
he's got like hooves and a horse and devil tail and stuff.
He looks like not a cutie. Looks like ugly.
Oh yeah. So this one seems to me like
that would be pretty
nice
scary.
fan art, eh?
That looks like some furry business.
So here's
whoa, what's this guy? Look at him.
That's the big. Oh my goodness.
That must be from
a film or something. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave this one on. It looks like a little monkey.
He just looks like a cat, a real ugly cat.
So
this
one's
scary.
Just completely false. Like,
well, what's like the allure of him? Like the Bigfoot one.
Yeah.
I get it because a lot of like he's is he a friend? Is he foe? But what's this guy's claim to fame?
Well, I feel like this is more legend based, and then people were like, oh well, what if this was real? Like in many legends, there's like the boogeyman, Baba Yaga, not John Wick, but the actual Baba Yaga.
Yeah. Do you want to? Is that a cryptoid or is that just?
That's like it's like a witch or something. I don't know, a ghost maybe. But like I feel like this one's very much folk legend. If it was real, like you'd think people would have found it by now. Like the Pine Barrens aren't that large. Well, yeah, clearly someone has.
Okay.
Clearly, someone has photographic evidence of the Jersey Devil right here.
I have a comment about that. The Pine Barrens.
Yeah.
In The Sopranos, one episode, Chris and that guy Paulie, they take a man out to kill in the Pine Barrens. He gets lost.
Yeah.
And then they never find him and they never bring him up ever again. Do you think that's a reference to the Jersey Devil?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he could have killed him.
At me in the comments, at Ticklish Cage, if you know the true story behind that guy, because they never bring him up ever again in the show. He's just gone forever. And then they had a bunch of. I'm getting off topic here. Can we go to the next guy? Because he's real fun.
Yeah, let's go to the next guy. Because, I mean, I don't have too much to say about this guy, except that he inspired a whole hockey team to be based around. So I think that's pretty inspirational, wouldn't you say? I just love the 10 crazy Bigfoot theories.
He might be.
But let's go back to this guy. Now, our final cryptoid, whatever they're called, of the day is my boy, Mothman. Mothman loves lamps. And just kidding, that was an outdated joke, but it's all right.
Okay, phone it in, pal.
The Mothman. You may have heard of the Mothman before. Let me guess. Another Fallout reference?
What are you looking at me? Yeah, hey, if you guys are a big fan of Fallout, there's a Mothman in the game.
Isn't he like the hardest boss to fight or something?
I don't know. I didn't play it.
Like that. First report of the creature was in 1966. Some claim the creature looks like a large bird with glowing red eyes. And this is actually real, there's a 12-foot tall statue of the Mothman in Point Pleasant, the town in West Virginia. And let me see if I can get that statue.
His thing is like he comes in and he warns people about little accidents and stuff that are going to happen. So he's like a friendly one. Whoa, yeah. That's cool. That looks like
that's an actual
Godzilla.
statue there.
Do you know who? What's that guy's name from Godzilla, the metal one?
Mothra.
Mecha Godzilla. No, because the red eyes. It looks like Mecha Godzilla.
Well, there's actually Mothra. He's actually a moth. You'd think he'd look more.
He looks like he's jacked, man. Look at those pecs.
He's huge.
He's got large biceps. He works out.
So you say he's like he's not just a brainless monster. He's like a coming of like bad omens or whatever.
Well, I did a little research before I came here, and I was a little familiar. And there are all these documentaries about him, and they're always like, "Oh yeah, he's flying around." And then he told us in our dreams that this big bridge was going to blow up, and then the bridge collapsed and a bunch of kids died. That was really dude. What do you?
We'll block you.
Okay,
that's okay.
No, it's good.
Continue.
That was it. And people always say he comes to them in their dreams, which is creepy. It's kind of like a little Freddy, a little freaky, a little
Freaky Freddy.
Yo,
Freddy Freaker.
Is he a cryptoid?
Yo, is Freddy Freaker a cryptoid?
What else can we?
He kind of looks like those Gremlins, from the movie Gremlins.
Freaker, he's cute.
Yeah.
I should have worn that sweater today.
That's okay. Oh well.
Really hip.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, that's kind of all the big ones I found. Obviously, I know you're a big fan of one of them. Montauk Monster.
Oh, okay. I have a great Montauk Monster.
Let's. I'm gonna just put this back up on the board.
A picture of the Montauk Monster.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
Because he's been debunked. I'll say right off the bat.
How do you spell it?
Montauk. Montauk. Yeah, it should come up. Monster. I think it was because he was spotted on the Montauk Beach. I want to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pull up a picture of this guy.
Oh, what in the heck?
He's cute. I like him.
Yeah,
nice.
That looks nasty.
They said it was just
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, well,
like that's not faked.
It's just a dog, I think. I think what happened was a dog fell off of a boat, and then drowned, and then a decay set in, but because it was in water, the wetness wiped away. Because he's got dog ears,
like a pit bull there, kind of
This is graphic. This is
that is a little graphic. I'm gonna. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put a warning.
Trigger warning.
I'll put a. This is a raccoon.
Oh shit! Where?
Raccoon version.
Do you remember that time that raccoon died in Toronto?
No.
He's not a cryptoid, but he died on the street, and then they put a bunch of flowers around him.
Jeez. I remember the raccoon that was climbing the building like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
The Montauk Monster. I like him. You know why? Because a long time ago, I believed he was real. I was convinced. I was like, oh, look at that. And I did all the research. I was obsessed over it. And I showed all my friends, and they were like, you're so dumb. And I was like, hey, tell me that's fake.
Yeah.
And then it was a big thing. It was back when the internet was young enough that you could, like, research very poorly. I like him, though. Like, but what else could it be other than a dog?
I mean, like,
or a cat.
Even if it was a different species of animal or something, it's dead.
It's harmless.
Like, it doesn't really...
You could study it for research.
It just doesn't seem as interesting. Like, I understand the interest of Bigfoot. It's like, oh, let's find something that doesn't exist. And, you know, it's the same thing that we want to find aliens is because we want to, you know, we like discovering new things and just exploring in general. That's just what human nature is. So I think...
Well, let me ask you
that's
something.
what legends are, too.
What do you think, which of these creatures, which one do you think you would believe the most to exist, and which one do you think is the fakest of them all?
This might surprise you, but I actually think Chupacabra is the most realistic.
Yeah,
and,
you think?
But not like the alien weird lizard version, just like the rabid dog. Like, it would actually probably look more like that. Like, if I search up...
How do you think it drinks blood, though?
See, like, there's dog versions of it.
Well, I'll do that one, dude. That one's cute.
Jeez.
Oh,
like, yeah, like this just looks like a hyena with big teeth.
Okay, that makes sense. Because if you... Okay, let's say you're
like... I'm sure that, like...
200 years ago or something, whenever.
Yeah, like, how could... I mean, it's just like a
People are so
wolf
dumb.
hyena thing. Why couldn't it just, you know, drain blood from a thing? Like, you know, suck it up or whatever. I'm sure there's... Like, there are probably, like, snakes that can do that, I bet.
No, snakes can inject
I'm not, like,
you
super
with blood.
scientist or anything, but...
Snakes can
But this one
inject
seems
you
the
with
most
blood,
realistic to me.
Suck it out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
all. That's all. Okay, well,
what do you think?
me? What do I think about him? The chupacabra?
Well, what do you think? Which ones are most realistic and which
I think
ones
the
are just
Loch
crazy?
Ness monster. And
Yeah.
here's my train of thought.
Okay.
Okay, so a long time ago, on old maps, they used to say, here are dragons, and they'd draw a little dumb dragon on it. But if you look at all the different histories of all the different cultures in the world, most of them, not everyone, but they have like some reference to like big, gross lizards. And it kind of makes sense, like maybe if you're like an explorer and you're going around, you find the bones, different dinosaurs or something like that. But the similarities between these descriptions are always like, oh, it's got a big, it's got a spine, big nasty head on it. So I don't think they breathe fire or anything. So I think, plus it existed, right? Like the way it looks is like a dinosaur.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like we have physical bone evidence that proves that like creatures did exist. Like I don't think there's any. The hard thing for me to get wrapped around is that these guys exist now, and we just can't find them, even though they're in a relatively small area, just based on
Okay, what about that tribe that was uncontacted?
Oh yeah,
for
you heard it? Yeah.
millions of years or whatever. Not millions, like 20 at least.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And then they killed that guy. Killed him.
I don't know, man. I mean,
there's a lot of woods out there, and I mean, you can't just
True.
go in with a little infrared camera because, it's hard. We're going to map every second.
I mean, obviously, new species of animals are being discovered like every day.
Yeah,
but usually it's like slight variations on things. So I think we got to look at
that could be a slight variation of you. You walk similar.
I walk like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the thumbs up at the end he gives. Like, I think that's edited, but he gives the little thumbs up. Like, look, yeah.
He's just waving to you. That's what I imagine every time I drive back to Winnipeg, seeing this little mother sucker out there.
Goat sucker.
No, not that guy. This guy. That guy just creeping around. I don't know. It's fun to think about, though, right?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting.
Pretty spooky to see IRL.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a lot of films about that and stuff, and I mean,
how come there's never been like a really good horror movie about Sasquatch, except for, of course,
Suburban Sasquatch, clearly, which is the greatest Sasquatch film
again,
of all time.
Well, Tanner Bennett will star swipe.
We will star stripe a clip of Suburban Sasquatch.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know,
in this clip right now, Sasquatch is lifting up a car and attacking some police officers. Link in the description to the full film below. We have a few more minutes, but I'm going to read a little more comments here. We got Mothman Prophecy. Oh, I read that. He just says, it's a raccoon. Dawson gives me a nice emoji. Thank you. Harry and the Hendersons. What is that?
Okay, yeah. Pull up Harry and the Hendersons real quick, Jamie.
I'm nervous. I don't.
It's not. It's safe for work.
I don't believe you.
I should have said a horror movie. That's more of a family-friendly film. I'm dead serious. It's got John Lithgow in it.
Yeah, well, you can just tell me about it then.
I swear to God, nothing
just
bad.
Tell me about it.
If anything bad comes up, I'll let you
running
kick
this
me
podcast.
in the balls.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah. If anything bad related to Harry and the Hendersons comes up, you have my full permission to dox me. You can. I'll give you all the V-Bucks I was going to give everyone else.
All the V-Bucks to
That's
me.
all it is. It's it's
another
family-friendly
Sasquatch
movie. Yeah.
That just looks like
there's John Lithgow right there. You can see him.
Yeah.
John Lithgow, and there's
boy
and mom and daughter, and
is that the boy from Stuart Little?
I don't know. Probably not.
Little dog there.
When did this movie come out?
Like who? Is
that
his name? Harry is the Sasquatch.
Yeah, and he's with the Hendersons.
What's the
nice.
plot of this film?
I don't know. They find him in the woods.
Yo, is that Ron Perlman?
Yeah. Did he play that?
I don't know what he looks like.
They look. Yeah. Have you pull up that video or the picture of that cat that looks like Ron Perlman? That's not a cryptoid. This
is like a little bonus segment here, right? Just to fill it up.
We could talk more about cryptoids, but I feel like you've exhausted your potential, and mine is just going to ruin
Well,
The
let's
safe to
do
work
some.
nature,
Let's do some.
It looks just like him, dude. It's same.
That's awesome,
Okay,
dude.
next
The cat that
episode,
looks like the
we're talking about
Mythbusters.
animals that look like celebs.
That's gonna be our next topic.
Yo.
That's
Ron
great.
Perlman. What? He's
This
a good
cat
actor.
be looking more like Ron Perlman
Hey,
than Ron Perlman.
that makes. Here's a nice segue for you. Do you know Ron Perlman was in that movie Hellboy?
Yeah.
And in Hellboy, in the comic books,
Yeah.
they go around. They always investigate the paranormal and also cryptoids. But
interesting.
that's kind of cool.
There you go.
Sometimes they fight monsters, and sometimes maybe a Sasquatch shows up. You never
You
know.
gonna see the new one?
No.
It looks kind of
No,
cool.
looks terrible.
Okay. Well, that's
Ron Perlman's the
that's
only
just
one
your
for me.
opinion, but all right.
What else can we talk about here?
Well, let's just give a wrapping conclusion. We've talked about 5, 6, kind of a few cryptoids or whatever. Why do you think people are so determined to find these guys? Like, why are they like, oh, we need to find Bigfoot? Why are there 10 Finding Bigfoot TV shows that like don't show anything?
It's fun, dude. It's fun to think about these things existing. What if? Okay, here's a topic of discussion just to bring us down to the nice like hour mark. Okay, not so much cryptozoology, but apes, which is similar to what Bigfoot's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So they're always saying apes are getting smarter and smarter. What if apes develop not just the ability to use tools, but logic, reason, and deduction and stuff, and then they become second-class citizens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
So this is like an alternate Planet of the Apes kind of ending.
Well, it'd be like a natural evolution without any James Franco science.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying, like, they've already documented apes using Stone Age tools and doing battle with each other. So, like, picking up rocks and using sticks and crafting things. So apes, they developed the brain power to build upon that success, and they developed to this, the Bronze Age, or whatever. They started developing their own tools, like swords and armor and stuff.
And you think that would do you saying that's happened, or
No, I'm just asking, what would you do?
I feel like at this point, like, how many apes? I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of apes.
They're stronger than us. They're faster than us.
They're not smart.
I'm just saying.
Though. I feel like
they could be. That's where I'm going with this.
Far
you
enough
baboon.
ahead that we'd really need to like shoot ourselves in the foot as a species to let apes
No,
catch
because
up to us.
no. We're getting there. It's nothing to do with cryptozoology, but
I don't know. Well, let's just wrap it up here because it's been a while. It's only been like an hour.
That's all. Folks.
That's all, folks. Let's say let's shout out some people.
Shout out to Jub97. Thanks for referencing Kingdom Hearts, and thanks for viewing.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Dawson, giving us a nice emoji.
My boy Dawson, thank you very much.
Shout out to Josh Delarond. He's
He just kind of was there for a bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Dan, where can we find you? Where can we find you on social media and all that other stuff? And what else do you do?
So you're trying to dox me right now?
I'm not trying to dox you, Dan. I'm trying to plug your stuff.
Yeah, if you want to, just look me up on Instagram at ticklish_cage. I'm not really socially active on social medias anymore, you know. If you guys want, you can add me on Roblox, also at ticklishcage.
Yes.
Or if you guys play Fortnite at all, you know, you can look me up.
Also, the V-Bucks pot is still growing. No one's claimed it yet.
Yes, and
so,
no one's getting this $400
I guess
of
we'll
V-Bucks.
just take those for ourselves then. Sorry.
Well,
anyways, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, you know, just my name, Tanner Bennett. We'll put all the stuff there. We'll put a link to our last episode where it was me, Dan, and Josh Delaron talking about flat Earth theory. Yeah.
Oh, don't forget to do a star swipe all our information.
Yes.
And don't forget to add in clips of Suburban Sasquatch, and then make sure you do those dissolves. Those are really good. Do a dissolve from the last shot of us into the credits.
I feel like we should do a star swipe and then into the credits at the end there. and then we'll get Lane Campbell SoundCloud playing in the background.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Lane Campbell. He's a good guy. He makes good SoundClouds. I'll put a link to his SoundCloud in the bottom. Just why not? Let's support everybody.
Excuse me.
And Dan, I hear there's a podcast of yours coming up soon. What can we expect from that?
Oh, yeah. I'm doing a serious podcast. No goofy nonsense, no star swipes.
This is serious, Dan.
Okay. Well, I'm doing a podcast about it wouldn't interest any of your friends. It's about physical fitness and self-motivation, waking up in the morning.
That's still good stuff to learn, though.
Yeah, I feel like people.
Right. Well, thanks for everyone tuning in on Instagram Live. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for listening, tuning in, watching on YouTube, listening on SoundCloud, at Dan Botan, at Ticklish Cage, at me, Tanner Bennett. We'll catch you next time. Have a good day.